and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 20, Week 3. Today we're taking another look at the possibly gay Dragonet team, usually the Tallballz team, he ain't here today, taking on Maledict Plague Theory, the GRaff team. And with me here once again is the Doctorate of Dota, Randy.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why this Radiant team's banner like makes dead pixels appear on the screen.
The Power Fan Club in chat is saying to clutch it up. And Right Kid is betting his grandma's inheritance on Power. And you can see, yeah, Power has second pick, so he has to ban out the obvious one. But
Dire team ban.
And ban.
And ban.
For some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I did think it had a lot to do with how negative that game was for them. It's just a very good hero at preying on uncoordinated teams. And let's just call a spade a spade. There's not really a reality where you have two stand-ins on your lineup, and then suddenly you're all holding hands. You're all, you know, using the power of teamwork together. That doesn't really happen. With a more organized team who's got all their guys there, maybe. But
PVC's not a play caller either. He's like pretty quiet.
Yeah. I mean, PVC infamously pretty quiet. Big Boy LaCroix, pretty quiet. Dark Ace, I don't think he's much of a play caller, really. He seems pretty quiet. I've played with him a couple of times. I don't remember him being very vocal. Power, I don't know.
That might be the problem. Right?
Tiki,
Literally have five players.
Yeah, it could be. It could genuinely be. Or at the very least, they have 3 quiet players normally on their team. I know Pool is pretty vocal. In the Pool is pretty vocal. He's being stood in for today. Tallballz is, of course, pretty vocal. So those stand-ins do kind of screw the dynamic a little bit, perhaps. They just banned everybody from the last game, and also the Dawnbreaker for some reason.
Radiant team pick.
Yep, they just first picked that again. I mean, it worked pretty well last game, right?
Yep.
So why not? It's not the easiest hero to pick around. Especially when they banned the absolutely best option you have for dealing with the Abad. There are other ones. Not many appealing ones. Especially not right now. The Slark can pick his fights with the Abaddon pretty handily. So that's pretty good against him. I mean, you're really thinking about a support at the end of the day, aren't you? Picking up the Jakiro here. Hero I'm surprised to like not be seeing much of this season compared to how often you see him actually on the field. Probably your PVC pipe hero.
Dire team ban.
Yep.
I like Tiki in chat being like, Razor mid ain't even good.
Radiant team pick.
Alright, we're getting quick picks this time. Everyone wants to go eat dinner.
Not Hollywood and Brion teams. They definitely don't want to eat dinner.
They're eating dinner before, I guess. Early dinner.
Eating dinner now. I mean, I guess if you think about it, this is prime dinner time on the East Coast, isn't it?
That's true.
Windrunner coming up next. Worked for them last game. Makes sense to pick it again. Decent core duo there. Not core duo, decent support duo there, rather. Like the dynamic, you have a lot of you have a lot of physical damage in the Windrunner with the power shot, insta-kill as well. For the alpha, you have the magic DOT on the Jakiro, so you have the 2 core types of damage there represented. You can't just build around one damage type when you're building defensively. Can't just build things for one damage type and just be done with it. Furion, okay. Is that our Gotham hero?
Okay.
I hope it's the Gotham hero. That'd be funny. Last week I was recording a game, and I saw the GRaff team pick Bloodseeker. And everybody I was recording with, Ransoms and Inno, everyone was very confused, and we were sitting there. And then, like, most of the way through pick phase, I like, about here actually, I sit there and I say, God damn it, is this Gotham Bloodseeker? And everybody groans, and then it was.
Yeah, well.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm like, he would. He would.
5 seconds remaining.
If you have a Legion Commander when you don't know any of the cores, it's a little interesting.
Yeah, that's a very ballsy pick.
I mean, you can feed off these supports, but like,
Yeah. You do have to be a little lucky when it comes to the Windrunner. If you get her right after she hits C, not good. They're bringing in the Outworld
okay,
to
that's
devour.
atrocious for Legion Commander.
Yeah, especially if he actually builds the eggs.
This LC game is already destroyed,
10 seconds remaining.
unless OD gets dueled in every fight and isn't protected.
And doesn't have the
5
eggs.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Oh, okay. There's demolishing this LC game.
So, who's secretly the core? P3
that's true.
Undying? Is that what we're doing
Undying,
today?
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
like Boiler Core Undying, I imagine. Mid OD.
Make it happen.
And they're picking a card.
Nyx Assassin? Okay. Sure. Makes a lot of sense. Just a instant knee-jerk counterpick for the OD. Doesn't really have anything else to do this game. Doesn't really need to do anything else this game necessarily, I guess. If the
Yeah, I mean,
OD
if you
is...
tie up the OD while somebody's getting dueled, like, that's your job.
Yep. If you just snipe the OD, it's a very good counter to OD, actually, because, you know, Nyx just generally good against big mana and heroes. OD also kind of a glass cannon, really. So, there's a decent chance he can just, you know, ult stun,
Radiant team.
and he's dead by the time he's unstunned. Even if he's not, he better get a big response when he comes out of his ball, or else he's still dead. No Wraith King. They have identified that the Tallballz lineup likes their green cores. So that's a smart thing to
true.
ban. Another draft brought to you by the color green. OD's NVIDIA color scheme ass.
Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Spectre.
Nope, it's
Morphling
Morphling
again.
again. That's actually a pretty baller pick against this team. This is like a way better looking Morphling game than the last one was.
Yeah, and he owned in the last game, so
Yeah.
it's not a good sign.
Being able to, like, abuse turning into the Undying and hitting Q on people is pretty crazy.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, plus you can just like drop a tomb or whatever.
Yeah, they don't really have anything yet to deal with that outside of the Windrunner ult, if they want to commit it to that, which I guess is likely support Windrunner so they can.
Yeah, it's Ace Windrunner. PVC Jakiro.
More than likely. Weaver, huh?
Weaver.
Now select your heroes.
Well, that's just another
Oh,
awesome
okay.
thing for Morphling to be, and also doesn't match up well against him.
And gets dueled.
And, yeah, it gets dueled. You'd
But
have the
that's
save
fine.
for the duel. And it is pause 3
Yeah.
Undying as well.
Yeah, it's like a terrible duel game, so you can pick a carry that gets dueled.
Actually, it's a risky duel game because you have the... You're running the risk when you do a duel of, like, the dual target going to OD jail and you getting, you know,
Yes.
just killed by the kill shot in the middle of it.
That's what I mean, like, it's an awful duel game. So you can pick a Weaver that is vulnerable to getting dueled. I don't even think you need a Violent, but you can.
Or is the Sand King banned 2 OP? Good question. Not here. At the very least, I appreciate that Power has one of the big Brain Weaver skins.
Yeah, that's true.
He has 300 IQ. If nothing else this game, he wins that. I hate that Neeks is set. Wait, it's Neeks mid. Sneaks mid and Nature's Prophet 4.
Yeah, classic.
Awesome.
I guess we already knew that. It just wasn't processing it
Yeah.
for some reason.
I hate that Neeks set. I despise it. That's like one of the just one of those sets that just pisses me off.
Oh, why? Just 'cause it's too noisy?
It just looks so little like Neeks Assassin.
Oh, so it's the glance rule.
Yeah. It massively fails the glance roll, and it is also pretty noisy, so you know, there's that.
Yeah, I don't like noisy sets. Really covered in shit. Just looks like League.
Yeah, it's like it looks like poor Neeks Assassin. You know the joke in like an old cartoon where you just run right through the clothesline and you're just wearing everything?
Yeah.
GRaff in his Emphas here is true.
Another smoke. Another 5v5? It looks like it could be headed that way.
Close to power, unlikely to get the kill on them. They look like they're predicting it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to go for
Delta's
this. I don't blame them,
Rather
frankly.
non-committal. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Weaver just takes the casual look up and says, nope, no thank you. And their team is just going to take the 2 top runes. Actually, the GRaff team is leaving? Question, nah. Just going to take the top 2 runes here. Well, maybe the GRaff team was going for the biggest bait in the world by just moving all their guys to the top rune after they showed at the bot one, but that would be big brain play.
The battle begins.
Hey, Power has this team's clan tag. Nobody else does.
I don't think so.
Hey, Dark Ace doesn't think so. Nobody else does. This voice clip, it like barely has any audio to it. But I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with that one though. That's a very annoying voice clip.
Well, you're gonna hear it a lot in this game. I
Probably.
suspect. Unless they lose, you know, voice note usage goes down 95% when you're losing.
This is true. Also, Wacko Dubs overblocked and had the lane under his tower. Very sad.
It's fine because Ace is gonna fix his lane for him.
How nice. Also, what do you mean first blood?
He's courier sniping.
Alright. And hey, he did get the couriers, that's the good news. I don't know if you need that great of a supply line to win this lane though. You've got a very weak support and you've got pause 3 doesn't really do much in lane, so I think even if these guys aren't able to... No power! Power by a Quelling Blade! Even if these guys aren't able to really effectively, like, get their items in, I think that should still probably be okay. It still actually probably favors them, unless they just lose the courier 300 times. I wonder if Big Boy's gonna do the thing Hero End did, where he just doesn't level his W ever, gets stats instead. That was classic.
Heal, you know, you're not support, you're an offlaner. You gotta have offensive skills.
It's true. They're using the Zaban and Morphling combo correctly. I don't know if you noticed, but like, well, he wasn't actually misquote because Zaban's still only level 1, but the Morphling going all the way back to strength 0 to heal up there.
Yeah.
See, Undying, helpfully, assists him with. So there's that. When do you think Marvel is going to be? Ah, the power shot miss. Can't watch this lane anymore. Oh no, PVC. Creep aggro PVC. Quick. Nope. He's not going to do it and he's going to lose half his HP. Power is going to pull the creep. It's not even his lane he was trying to pull. He was trying to pull one dire ranged creep. How odd. They're winning for last. It's all 3 lanes right now. I expected the other 2. It's a little surprising to me. I assume this is going to correct itself a bit as time goes on, though notably, Techie does not have any supplies here. He does not have any regen. His courier is just going to base, and he's very low, so he might be having a bad day for a minute. One's got to be careful here. Pretty low. I think he might be in kill shot range. He's certainly in kill shot range after using Mist Coil. Uses the wand to stop the imminent death. Wacko dubs down to 100 HP there. Even when Wacko went into all strength, he still had no HP left. Not a great sign. PVC pulls out the camp here. Going on the... Oh, yep, they had the... Good thing you said that. I was watching a little go at top that I don't think is going to amount to anything. Or maybe not amount to anything. No, it won't. Interesting decision on the part of Undying. He decided to get a soul ring in a lane where he's not using his abilities too much. I think I necessarily agree with that. A lot of lads is doing a lot of backing to the tower. It's interesting he's leading for both Lassus and Knives right now. You wouldn't really think it given the way the lane is going. Okay. Look away from top for just a few seconds. I'm like, oh, Dark Ace would never do this. You never run after a Baden in the middle of the jungle.
Dark Ace would do anything.
Anything? Like heroin?
Yeah.
Not like the French
No,
guy.
that's a different team.
Okay, okay. Hey, he did buy a Quelling Blade. Very nice. And creeps are attacking... Oh, okay. It looked like creeps were attacking the ward there. Gotham actually buying tangos to help try and get him out of these trees that the Nature's Prophet is putting on him. LC is pretty much dead. Oh no, Power was stuck in the trees anyway. Still gonna get the kill on the Furion though. A lot of lads is burning up 140 HP left. And how inconvenient, as it's about 6 minutes, so the Lotus is in. Not that these two guys are gonna get it though, but they totally could. Oh my god, no lads. I don't know why Power really lost his faith there. I think if Power goes for that, he just gets the kill for free. He has a wand charge. He has a couple of wand charges, so he could do that. GRaff coming into bot now. Oh, he's gonna walk right into Power. He's gonna walk right into the Weaver.
Yeah.
This is scary.
Oh no, he's visible. Nice one.
Yep. Instead of getting the kill, he's going to get rid of half his HP. So there you go. Good for Power. Bit of a lucky move there. And was very quick on the draw with his Sakuchi, so.
Yeah, and ran the right way so he wouldn't get stunned.
Oh no, Wacko Dub just lost to clarity. These lanes are starting to tilt the other way. They were uniformly, like, overwhelmingly for the GRaff team at the start of lane phase, but as time has gone on, they started losing the momentum a little bit. Actually going to bring in the OD to try and get this kill on the Abaddon, but well, he was trying to try and TP there, but no such luck. Bury me in my ancestral home. GRaff coming up here, the Nyx Assassin coming here, looking for the Undying. Gonna find him.
Okay,
I hope OD hasn't gone too far. Yep, he has gone too far. Gotham gets the kill.
Ace is dead too. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Undying TP'd him back there using his instant respawn, but he actually did not get back quite in time to do anything about that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Good news is that having pulled the Furion out of the lane, good news for the Radiant, having pulled the Furion out of the lane, the Weaver just got to take bot T1 for free, which, in fairness, that dire bot T1 might be the least significant tower. But...
Radiant's middle tower
oh god,
is
his
under
name is
attack.
Louis Lightbulb.
So this is something Tiki commonly does. He jungles.
Guess so. The guy ends up in losing mid matchups and then he jungles. In fairness,
Guess so.
I don't think the OD should be better than the Neeks Assassin through the game. I don't think he should have been this bad in lane phase. Randy, you never answered. When's Marvel?
I don't know.
I wonder what team this TV team that Big Boy LaCroix is on is, because he's had that as his clan tag for like the entire time we've been in LD2L basically.
It's some team from like 2015,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Wasn't his inaugural LD2L team, because that was not called that, I don't think. PVC Pipe still has his Docha Cat from the very fun and exciting and well-received Season 16.
Oh yeah.
Flacco Dubs has no
Tallballz.
clan tag at all.
Dead to a stack? Question mark?
Yeah, oh my god, big ult from the OD.
No, don't run back in. I'm too busy watching this stack discourse.
Oh nice, yeah, I see what you're talking about down here. Oh my
No.
god, 40 HP.
Okay, we'll go back to the fight. There we go.
Let's look at the net
Next
worth
assassin.
chart here. Oh yeah, Neeks has just kind of gone in on 5 here. What a psychopath. Morphling! Tank a Morp! What are you doing?
God, I don't know what's happening.
What is this nonsense? They actually have him. I believe he is. Yeah, he's maxed on strength. He's still gonna actually
Okay.
dive through it. Abaddon has TP'd in to try and bail out his Morph, and now it's his turn to eat
Chain
it.
breeding. This is chain breeding.
Yeah, it really is. Here comes somebody
No,
else.
don't get me. Not like this. It's chain breeding.
Oh man, she actually does win the duel,
Yep.
so is that. Oh
Alright,
no,
now
she
another
Twin
TP.
Runner ran the wrong
Oh.
way! Big Boy's here, he's
What
out
is
of
that
mana. Power's coming in through the back. But he
Dire's
missed
top
his
tower is
bugs.
under attack.
Oh my god, okay, there we go. They finally get the LC after about 3.5 hours. This fight took so long, Morphling is back.
Yeah, I can't remotely begin to tell you why any of that happened.
Yeah, that was just a straight chain feed. That's 4 for 1 for the... 4 for 1. The, Tallballz team takes 2,050 gold off of that and puts them into a 2k lead. Well, this
Okay.
is awkward.
Power's dead.
They're gonna take power for free. Attack the Watcher.
Get him. I don't think
No,
this is
TVC
gettable.
doesn't have any way to get out of here. Yes, it is. It is
Yeah,
if
it is gettable.
OD shows up, that's for sure.
Radiant's
Yeah.
Gets a secure kill here.
You could have saved PVC instead he stole the kill, Chad.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. LC is now here at mid. I can tell you this is not a good dual target right now. I don't think she wins that. Building up Blade Mail, she has thus far gotten one part of it. She is on Poverty Row right now. Meanwhile, Undying's Blade Mail is almost done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Every coin
OD
helps.
looking at a Witchblade. Neeks has his Dagon looking at a Phylactery next. Here we have the Ice Path on the OD Banish is going to get rid of most of GRaff. Oh no, baby! Oh no, baby! They missed a power shot too? That's not good. They just used LD ult for nothing. Actually TP 3 guys to stop GRaff from not dying. Very ambitious attempt at a go, though. You know, I guess the OD ult was probably worth the 3 TPs that they got for it, but it won't be if they just go squish power now. Power, they're all off the map, buddy. You gotta know, you gotta know. No, 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 baby, this ain't good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They don't have detection.
Okay.
They all went on the Weaver. They have they have 1 dust and it didn't get used.
Alright, interesting
Okay.
game. This is a pub game.
It kinda is.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
There's top T1 falls. They've lost 2 towers, taken 0 thus far.
Dire are scanning.
And Gotham immediately snipes the Wisdom Rune at 14 minutes. Or Wisdom Shrine, rather. And just gets the hell out immediately. Very sad. It's actually equal the levels here rather than giving the Dire an advantage, notably.
GRaff is hunting for something he's not gonna find, sadly, with this DD.
Yeah, everybody on the Radiant is pretty far back right now, which makes sense. I guess.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If you accept that Morphling doesn't really scale very well this patch, then and Furion is probably the best scaling hero they have unless the LC starts suddenly balling. Yeah, she's got the bug on her, which is actually really bad for her. Just enabled that what would be a pretty weak power shot, or not power shot, but Winter ult otherwise. The weak focus fire to actually just do the job. And she blinks out of there too, just at the perfect time. They don't even get a turnaround on that. Gotham put the tomato in jail. Building an Orchid here, pretty good. What's bad? Gotham putting the tomato in jail?
I said it's great. Good job.
Damn! Biggest tomato hater?
Yeah.
GRaff.
Tomato.
Kinda pin in an awkward spot here.
Oh,
Uses
nice.
the Dagon. Dagon gets responded to with the.
They have no vision. Okay.
Yep, they have the 1 sentry, that's it. They're just gonna eat Gotham instead.
That's not a necessary close, but.
No, it was not at all.
You do you.
Radiant's
You notice Power is sponsored by Trash?
What about Trash about?
He's, well, he was watching Game 1, I don't think he's here now.
He quit after that display.
Yep. Immediate rage quit. LC's finally finished that Blade Mail here at 16 minutes, which would be good if she had a Blink Dagger first. But she doesn't, so that's a really bad timing for your Blade Mail, super late.
Trash Man and Trash Boat. There's lots of trash players in this league, you know?
Well, Trash Man hasn't been here in a long time.
That's true, but he did exist.
It's true, they were on the same team once, and that team was awesome.
The Trash team, yeah.
Big Boiler Crew was there too, you know?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And so was Code Line.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who the other guy was. I think it was #1 Frank Stan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Old Jill. Nobody's defending this bot T1, even though this is a pretty easy defense. They're baiting with this Abaddon Illusion, but I don't think anybody fell for it.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Okay, only now, when the tower is 98% dead, do they decide, hey, maybe we should stop LC from literally just walking to the thing and literally 100 to 0ing it. But sadly, Tiki walked here, he doesn't have a TP, so they just had to let it go. What a way to lose your first T1. I don't really know why nobody defended that. I guess they thought everybody on the Dire was waiting in the wings behind LC, but nope. She literally just walked up to the tower, hit it for about 15 hours. 100 to 0 it.
It's solo, yeah. That's so funny.
They're making a move here at top, going in on, gonna find Big Boy LaCroix. He's gonna hit his blade mail too late and just explode. But he's gonna instantly respond, so if he needs to respond to something, he's got that.
Yeah.
Gold loss is going to put the Morphling now in first place. We were pretty close behind.
And Morphling setting an obscene amount of creeps, like, set about 50 more than the next person.
Not the PVC pipe. PVC, get something to get out of the trees already, not the Yules. Get the fourth. Get the fourth PVC, I beg you.
A little bit of a fight percolating here, but
OD getting himself the
Jill.
fourth.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
OD goes on the Watcher here. He has to know everyone's coming for his ass.
Yeah,
So I like to put the LC in jail rather than the,
Still gonna die.
rather than Nyx.
I guess you die either way, you just don't get dueled.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that? Big Boy LaCroix was like challenging the LC to the duel there. Hit the blade mail for that.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he's in a bad way. He does not have his Quelling Blade in his inventory. He actually made an evil tombstone. The good tombstone and the evil tombstone.
That ice path was insane.
Evil tombstone is the first to die. Dire disengages from this as best as they can. Somewhat likely to lose one on the retreat here. Maybe two. Like, yeah, two for sure.
Okay, okay. Ice path. 4-man ice path. Turns out that's what happens.
Really, that was a 2-for-1 trade. Probably still favored the Radiant, though. That was a very ambitious use of dust there. Just in case Neeks happened to be skulking around. His ult's not even out off cooldown yet.
The lesson is you shouldn't be fighting here when the tier 1's not even dead.
Probably not. Here comes Roche.
Yeah, I know fighting behind towers worked out last game, but come on.
Oh my god, Dark Ace. They really gotta start putting down some sentries around where, like, the action of the game is, right? Like, they just, like, this Neeks just keeps getting these very free kills.
Yeah.
Dark Ace frowns. Reminds me of the Juggernaut from last week. Just keeps getting these solo, Omni Slashes, and hey, good for GRaff for identifying the straggler and getting rid of them very quickly, effectively, decisively. There is something to that. But there is a point where it's like, you know, this is starting to become your fault, really.
Yeah. You fool me once and all that, you know? Can't get fooled again.
Are scanning.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again. You know who said that?
That was Wayne Gretzky.
No, it was a guy from Tennessee, Texas?
I think it was Tennessee. I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
PVC pipe ults the wave here at the mid T1. Sadly, blissfully unaware that this tower does not have backdoor protection. Meanwhile, I believe that's, yeah, we're doing the right thing this time. While the center of gravity here is at the mid lane, he's going to take the, oh no, guys, get something to deal with the... This is not super science, right? Neeks is not dead. Is actually going to run over the, OD here.
Duel.
Oh no, she almost killed herself on it, but is going to be fine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
These guys have to, hey, they're just playing these fights. Okay, Power's going to get a very casual kill. That was so slick. Use the ult to get out too. They're going to lose to Kiro for it, so 4-for-1 trade, but probably better than the 3-for they're going to get.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they gotta start building some items. Like, they're not itemizing at all for what the enemy team is doing. Nobody is building anything for these Furion trees. Nobody is, like, building or playing around the fact that there's a Nyx in the game. They're gonna find Furion, get rid of him here. That's good. Neeks even took his... No, that's not Neeks, it's Windrunner. Neeks did not take his Quelling Blade out of his inventory, so that's good. He's not going to be allowed to until he gets Hurricane Pike. OD has the 4th staff, so that's good. Building up his own Hurricane Pike into BKB. I think he needs the axe. I think he just needs the axe quicker than that. It'll help him with both the LC and with the Nyx Assassin. No TP on the Weaver. Weaver's kinda gesturing like he wants to start fighting. So is a Morphling, funnily enough. Pretty comparable inventories, really. But not comparable support lines, because Radiant's disappeared. They've gotten the Nyx, but unlikely. Yeah, they're not even going to try to do anything about this. Gonna keep stealing Nyx's strength, though, just to be funny. So he does have Blink Dagger at this point, is going for an Ags. Nyx Assassin just building up the... Uh-oh. Power did it again! He's been very good about not doing the dangerous farm this game, but
yeah. Well. Unfortunate. Oh, I disconnected for no reason. Cool.
That's what you get.
That's what I get, yeah. Power killed my internet.
It's true. Had a power outage. PVC had a power outage there. They dropped the OD ult on Morphling to almost no effect at all. Orchid out on OD quickly runs him over. This game is kind of sad. This feels like the opposite of what this is like what happened to the GRaff team in Game 2 of last week. I feel like Radiant had a lot going for them, but they've really started flopping execution, and they've been building around the enemy team very poorly here. I feel like they had some out there, and it's not gone. I guess they're still the late game team, even if not by much. And game is not over yet, so the Weaver's still pretty wealthy. He's, the Weaver's still pretty wealthy, the Undying's still pretty wealthy. The OD is increasingly irrelevant. Does not really realize, I don't think, why he picked this OD.
Will I be allowed to reconnect? That's the real question.
No. Dire going for the Roche here. Sean building a lot to try and overcome those insta-kill power shots. Rightfully, he's been doing it correctly. That has been a much smaller problem for them this game compared to the last one. Radiant scan out this Roche, but don't really have any serious ability to do something about it. They do the funny power shot in, but that's the most they're going to be able to do. Not when they don't have the Weaver here, not when they don't have the OD here. And they're going to find and kill Targates immediately.
Okay, guess I'll restart the game. Question mark.
And yeah, W said it, but when he said it, he was like, there's a saying down in Tennessee. Texas? Well.
I like how he knows where the phrase was invented, somehow.
He knows where the phrase is said, vaguely. He at least knows the region of the United States that phrase is used. Or at least one of them, yeah, because that phrase, I'm pretty sure, is everywhere. It's like that woman that was like running for mayor of Edmonton and was like, have you ever heard the phrase, he shoots, he scores? That's how far back my family goes. Power had the sun in his eyes, true.
Alright, we're back.
Hey,
I'm allowed to see the game again.
Oh man. Very quick duel. Immediately the Windrunner just gets picked off there. Very bad TP. Oh no, baby. Techie with the worst TP of his life just jumps right into everybody, dies immediately.
We're
What
getting
are
a
they doing
repeat
here?
of the other
Oh,
game right
they were
now.
going to try and kill the Undying, then they saw the PVC pipe trying to flank and just turned around for him, but they're kind of getting
No, Weaver!
torn apart here? Yeah,
Oh,
Weaver's just dead. Oh man, the Morphling OD shots. Oh man, those are crazy.
Oh man, okay. So it gets something to do with his Orchid.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
OD has something to deal with the trees, but not the Orchid. The Windrunner has neither.
It's kind of insane.
Weaver has
Absolutely
neither.
insane.
Oh no, just something for the trees.
Brother, you better hope
Dying
you get
is
out of
neither.
here. For a friend, you're feeding? Okay, maybe he's not killable.
He also just does no damage at this point. Duel on the OD. Wins. Good
I
lord.
don't know how they're dying. Okay. It is literally a repeat of the last game. They're somehow dying in base again.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Why does Gotham have Blade Mail?
Why is Gotham where he is right now?
Good
They're
question.
under attack.
Felt bad, wanted to give them a nice free kill, just for their troubles.
I guess.
They want to get this Undying, he's not going to have the instant respawn this time. PVC Pipe going to slow them down as much as he can, will not ultimately be a fruitful endeavor.
This Morph is barely even online. It's the sad part.
Yeah, again, he's pretty much comparable, at least he was before that fight.
Has fallen.
Pretty much comparable to where the Weaver was. Just kind of collapsed very short order. Just like I said, you know, the Tallballz lineup has been just building that Tortellini stuff. They have not really been playing or thinking of the actual game. They've been involved in. The GRaff team's just been doing a great job picking that apart. We have buyback from the Weaver here. We're gonna make one last offensive. Going to lob some fastballs at the Morphling, get him pretty low. PVC Pipe gonna get jumped behind the lines. Wow, that OD died so fast.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
They can't buy them, so that's the good news.
True.
No.
Looking for
Wacko.
the looking for the kill on the
Doesn't matter.
Morphling here. Not gonna get it.
This is such a grief against any other game. Like you lose the game by doing that, and in this game you just kill somebody.
Oh, nope. It's weird to think that the Radiant had the advantage more of this game than they did, right? At this point, it definitely doesn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah. Well, Mixed Assassin.
Yeah.
Really
It turns
killing
out
people everywhere.
when you don't really, when you don't put the sentries up against Nyx Assassin, you have a team of all squishy guys. He gets to kill people for free.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's a very dangerous Nyx game with some more challenging vision for him to deal with, but just didn't get that. Another free duel on the OD. He didn't get his Ags either. That's another flam.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think honestly, that's probably arguably a bigger flam than anything I'm giving to the to poor Dark Ace and PVC. Never got that. Like the whole
my
reason you
Christ.
picked OD was just to save people and not get insta-gibbed, and did not really no wacko. Did not really come to pass here. No, bad kill for PVC. He did it.
Oh yeah.
Did not come to pass at all. It was just, I don't know. Needed the Ags on the OD, needed better vision, need just better sentry work in general from the Radiant, needed... Like, everybody needed to have something for the trees, and of the actual team, you had something for the trees on only the Weaver and the OD. I don't understand why Jack built the Eels instead. It didn't help him. Certainly didn't help him live. Commends for all, commends forever. Did not help him. The game was just kind of played wrong. It felt like Big Buller Croy was doing a pretty good job of things, at least until the game really started falling to pieces. The Windrunner game, outside of probably should have done more on the sentries. Looked all right, but I mean, this is just Invis hero without enough Invis countermeasures. Hero you counter by building one item. That item did not get built. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what can you do?
If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to LD2L.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, but it's not too late to stand in. It's not too late to join the queues that are popping everywhere you look. All kinds of fun to be had. Just go to LD2L.gg, follow the link to that Discord server. That's where all the action is happening. Special shout out to all of our subscribers. Really help things out. Make things awesome. Tiki says, well, that sucked. Buy a goddamn Ags, Tiki. Special thanks to all the subs. This will be a very, very difficult season to do without that, frankly. So shoutouts to you. And we will see you in like 20 minutes for the next game. Or at least I will be, anyway. Maybe Randy, but I doubt it. Won't hold my breath.
Yeah, I'm staying. Well, I'm staying, but I'll be right back.
Oh shit, he really will do it. Cool.